Hey, Phantomaniacs, welcome to the newest unboxing here on the Needless Things YouTube channel. Today we are taking a look at Lily Munster from Rob Zombie's The Munsters, which I love. I'm not going to get too deep into why I like that movie as much as I do. I'll just say it's very, very charming. It did not deviate from what I think The Munsters should be. And you can tell in every shot how much love went into the movie. So, I'm predisposed to liking Rob Zombie stuff anyway. But I just think it's a really fun, nice movie. So, Lily Munster, I was very happy that they were doing figures. I ended up not reviewing Grandpa because he just got lost in the shuffle. There was so much G.I. Joe stuff around the time he came out. By the time I had a slot, he'd been out for so long, but this Lily is still relatively new. I haven't seen her in stores yet, so I was like, oh, let me get on this review. And I wanted to review this one because Sherry Moon Zombie has a face that is notoriously difficult to represent in toy form. I have exactly one, and there haven't been a ton of figures of her anyway. I have one figure of her that I think looks good. I don't know. She's got one of those faces that's just hard to represent. So I'm interested in seeing how well they've done it here. And I'll tell you right now, from opening up the panel in the front, it does not seem to be great, but I feel like I've got to get it out of the box and take a look at it to really get a good idea. Of course, NECA products always have the creators on the bottom of the box, which is incredible. Trevor Grove has a Facebook page. I don't know if there's an Instagram or not, but Trevor Grove Sculpture. Check it out. He posts tons and tons of stuff that he's done, and it's all awesome to look at. And you've got to remember, if I get into this and I don't feel that the portrait is great, chances are that's not on the sculptor. That doesn't just go for this figure. That goes for any figure I review. I say chances are it's not on the sculptor. It is not necessarily on the sculptor. The production process is very difficult with toys as far as getting everything okayed. I love this deep fuchsia background they've done here. I wish I had this exact wall available to me to take pictures in front of. I guess I could make something like this. But anyway, the toy production process is very difficult. It's filled with different levels of approval. It's hard. It's hard to get a toy the way you want it. Is the impression that I've gotten over the years that I have been reading interviews, talking to toy creators, whatever. So, the sculptor is so far removed, and it's weird to say, but the actual sculptor is so far removed from the final product that oftentimes, to me, they get the credit when something is good, but I will not typically give them the blame when something is bad, if that makes sense. Oh my gosh, did I lose? Oh no, wait, I thought this was a little spot for an accessory. It's literally where it was tabbed in just 2 seconds ago. Let's just try that. There we go. And then finally, the figure here. I think Sherry Zombie is underappreciated in how much she has grown as an actor since House of a Thousand Corpses. This already looks better than it did under the plastic. Man, I like the way they did her. Look at the detail on the soft goods here. On her little cape situation. And thank you, NECA, for just making this solid plastic. There was no reason whatsoever to put legs under this and just create difficulties in this figure standing up. Look, beautiful. This figure is never going to fall over. This is absolutely fine a lot of the time. I love it. So the sculpt of, now she's got a really great waist joint going on here. Very nicely done. I'm curious to see how these shoulders work. Her hair's okay. So shoulder joints. You've got just standard shoulder, no bicep swivel, because that would have uglied up. She's got her little chain. I guess we might as well. You've seen the figure from a distance. We might as well go ahead and zoom in. Her little chain detail here, a bicep swivel, would have just messed this up, and there's no reason for it. But I'm sure she's got a swivel at the top of the elbow. And just very delicate, slender limbs. Got the black, glossy fingernail polish, the sleeve. So how they've arranged her cape or whatever is there's a little elastic cord here that goes around her wrist. And you can move that depending on how you have the figure posed to be less obtrusive. So it kind of goes in behind the front sleeve piece. And oh my gosh, I'm terrified of switching those hands out. I'm going to do it. Man, this soft goods is just really nice. She's got her choker, and then the rest of the sort of chain pieces of her costume. Really nicely sculpted and painted. All the paint is where it's supposed to be. The hair, the super long hair with the two tones. Looks really good. The more I look at the portrait, the more right it looks. I sort of feel that the paint is maybe a little heavy. It's just not quite her, but it's not bad. It's not like one of the portraits where it's just like, ooh, where did they get the idea that this is a thing? And then this face, which is kind of creepy on its own, we're going to pop in here and see what it looks like with hair around it. I don't know how... Oh, there we go. Oh, nice. That just slides right out. So the pegs are just pegs, and the hair is going to hold, which that's a nightmare. The hair is going to hold the face in place. So you can just kind of slide it in there, up under the hair, plug it in. And I do think this one looks better. But again, there's just something that's not... That looks more right. The profile looks more right than the straight on. It's a good portrait. It's just not quite her. And I don't know what it is that's off. But it's certainly not so bad I'm going to take it off the shelf or anything. I've got a couple of accessories over here. We've got a hand that is... I got a little smudge going on right there. Unless that... Is there like a tattoo that I'm unaware of? No, I don't believe so. So you've got a hand posed for holding one of the accessories. And another one. Oh, look at this. You can tell this is sculpted. Well, I guess we should have looked at the accessories first. You have a very, very tiny, tiny little book that we're going to have to... There you go. That's crazy. The Undertaker's Secret Life, I believe that says. Look at the detail on this. The pages sculpted. And then on the back... I feel like that print is legit readable print at a greater magnification than I currently have available. But anyway, that's a beautiful looking prop. And I guess I'll just keep this out. For Better Tombs and Gardens, classic Munsters gag. More than 1 million in circulation. October 1969, I think. Yes. Oh my gosh, look at this detail. A funeral car. Right in style, one last time. This is great. Sorry, I'm trying to keep everything. We bury the dead almost daily. Why do we keep busy? Because we sell coffins at live and let live prices. Oh my gosh, what a great little prop that is. And that's, it's one of the things that makes NECA so great is all the care they put into just simple little things like this. So, we have a hand that is posed to hold the magazine. There we go. And then we've got a hand that is posed to hold, and you can see the way that the sculpt is right here. It's rounded off, so it goes around the book nicely, so you can hold that book too. I love the props, but I don't know that I'm going to pose her with them. See, at a glance, really quickly, this looks better to me the more I look at it. So, I don't know, whatever the case, I'm just happy to have these three figures. I feel like this movie was really a project done out of love by everybody involved. And I just hope we get a Nosferatu because he's one of my new favorite characters from anything ever. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about Needless Things. And until next time, stay creepy.
Smash that like button if you like Needless Things.